Today we're taking a flight on the one airline that has me friends with their CEO, and I haven't done a formal flight review on them. My flight school is partners with GoJet Airlines, which has led me to several amazing opportunities with them, such as jump seat access and networking with their corporate team. After interviewing GoJet CEO Rick Leach in my last video, go check that out if you haven't already. We were able to get some info on their premium product they call the CRJ-550.
And we called it the CRJ-550 because, there was a 700, there's a 900, there's a 1000 within the CL65, there's a 200. And so the 550 is sort of an homage to the 50-seat category, but it's a premium 50-seater. This is not your grandparents' 50-seater. It is 100% premium experience that not only competes head-to-head with the other dual-class regional products out there, but it leapfrogs over them.
What's going on, guys? Casey Fry here. We are in St. Louis, the home of GoJet. We're going to put the money where the mouth is in first class on the CRJ-550 up to O'Hare. Alright, made it to the gate. Got about 20 minutes left until boarding. Got my cold Starbucks drink right here. Just a vending machine, cold drink, nothing special. But should be enough to get my blood flowing for the early flight today. It's funny because GoJet is the one airline that I've jump seated on and am friendly with most of the corporate team over there, but I still haven't done a formal review on them until today, and that's gonna change. And yeah, Rick Leach, everyone over there, did a good job at hyping up the 3-class premium CRJ from either WIA or the Girls in Aviation Day event when I interviewed them and when they spoke. And hopefully today we can see how good it really is for a passenger and put the money where the mouth is. 20 minutes came and went, and it was my turn to board. The 18-year-old CRJ that would be taking me up to O'Hare today would be November 543 Golf Juliet. She was delivered brand new to GoJet in April 2006 as November 164 Golf Juliet, and then in September 2019 got converted to the CRJ-550 interior and got the registration November 543 Golf Juliet. I stepped on and made the quick walk back to my home for the next hour and a half. Seat 3A. 3A has a pitch of 42 and a width of 20. Alright, settled into seat 3A on board the GoJet CRJ-550. So far so good. Gradually got seated. I got offered a tiny water bottle by the one flight attendant. There's only one cabin crew on here because this is a 50-seater, 3-class aircraft, first class, premium economy, and economy. The seat, so far, it's a pretty standard first class seat you'd see on an RJ, which is pretty good, is pretty good. You also have 2 types of USBs, which is really cool to see here. You also got the infamous CRJ-550 cubby for everyone's bags back there. Because the CRJ's overhead bins are so small, you have a closet back there behind me in between first class and premium economy for the larger bags, so you wouldn't have to gate check it, which is really cool to see. And in the front of the first class cabin, there's also a snack bar, won't be the correct word, but sort of like snack food area. So we'll check that out as we get in the air. Hopefully the flight's not too short for that and we can actually get up and take a look to see what that's all about. But we should be pushing back out of here in the next about 10 minutes to get on our way to O'Hare.
We get underway momentarily here. Once airborne, about 54 minutes of flight time. Weather there at the time of our arrival, 37 degrees, overcast skies, and light winds out of the east. Thanks for flying with us this morning and welcome aboard.
And on our taxi out, the flight attendant took drink orders for when we get in the air. Alright, airborne out of St. Louis and on the way to O'Hare. The sun is slowly coming up outside on the other side of the aircraft, but on my side, just low lighting, almost nothing. But hey, it'll get brighter out there as our flight progresses. We also got out of the gate in St. Louis about 10 minutes early when it was still dark, so that'll probably get us down in O'Hare probably around 30 to 40 minutes early, because we only have about like 35 minutes left on the flight. It's really not the longest of flights. But yeah, we'll see the sunrise and it'll get brighter out there as our flight progresses. I have my drink here that the cabin crew took for orders. when we were taxiing out as the aircraft was moving. But yeah, it looks like she's getting the snacks up in the snack area for the first class passengers, and I think she'll also go through the main cabin with complimentary snacks. But yeah, in a second we'll go up and see what that's all about up in front of the first class cabin. But for now, just sit back, relax, look out the window, watch the sun come up, and drink the soda. Alright, good news and bad news. The bad news is that the flight went by a lot quicker than we thought, and that we've already begun our descent, so I didn't have time to go check out the snack basket up front. But the good news is that the flight attendant came through with that same snack basket that we would be able to get through the cabin, and provided the snacks out to the first class passengers that we would be able to get, so good on her for doing that. So we were able to check that out after all and see what they offered. I got myself a chocolate chip cookie brownie, dark chocolate sea salt. Yeah, no stewed waffles unfortunately, but just chips and cookies and all that. But yeah, here we are, pretty well into our descent down now into Chicago. Gonna now use this time to rate and review this flight using my channel original Raleigh rating system. If you're new here, I use this to rate and review my flights at the end of every one of my airline reviews. Very originally named because my first name is Raleigh, and that's how I use it. So let's go and see how GoJet did today. This service was a 10 out of 10. The flight attendant took amazing care of us, and I really appreciated her offering snacks from the basket up front so we can get something from that if we wanted. Overall, she definitely went above and beyond for such a quick hop. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. I didn't see anything wrong with it. GoJet did great taking care of an 18-year-old aircraft. The Wi-Fi was a 10 out of 10. There was internet provided for $8 for the whole flight. I didn't bother purchasing it, but it works good on United in general from past flights. If you didn't want to spend, then you're left for shows and movies. The food was a 9 out of 10. There was a really good selection to choose from the basket. Normally on a longer flight, the first class passengers would go up and get a snack whenever they wanted to. On this one, the flight attendant made it work by taking our time to come through the cabin and gave us time to pick up what we wanted. Street waffles were available as we were deplaning, but for some reason they weren't offered during the flight. The entertainment was a 10 out of 10. There was internet as well as a good selection of TV and shows. There is no IFE built into the aircraft, so it's up to you to bring your own device. After you connect, you are able to take advantage of the free entertainment and some of the flight tracking provided. If you do choose to connect to the Wi-Fi, then it will be a hit or miss depending on what you choose to use it for. But if you have a window, then there's always looking outside. The seat was a 10 out of 10. It was a pretty standard regional jet first class seat. There was plenty of legroom and an acceptable width. We did also have both types of USBs in the seat, which are nice to have to keep everything charged up. They also have them in every seat, even in the back in regular economy. So the overall Raleigh rating for this flight is going to be a 9.8 out of 10. And on top of our amazing flight, we got it down in Chicago a half hour early. Even though I'm friends with the GoJet team. Oh yeah, here's another reminder to go check out my interview on Vic Leach, the GoJet CEO, in my last video. I didn't want to ask for a free ticket that would give the crew bias of me, and give me the PR treatment that would cause me to give an inaccurate flight review. There would also be some form of bias on my end as well for getting a free flight. I'm really glad my friends over there gave me a perfect flight as a regular passenger. Even though I was wearing the shirt from the GoJet karaoke in the last video. But that'll be it for this flight, and I'll see you guys back here for the next adventure to find out why I'm out of here. And no, it's not for the United A321neo. Feel free to subscribe so you don't miss it. But between now and then, bye for now.